是这样的，就是说不接受审查的后果就是不能进电影院放映。
So the consequence of not sending the films for censorship is that you cannot show it in movie theaters.
但是没有关系，因为一个是中国的电影。
But that's just fine for me.
一个是中国的电影院啊，就是说你即使是接受了审查的电影，如果是艺术性的艺术电影，他这些电影院的老板也不会愿意放，他只想放美国电影和那些中国的张艺谋、陈凯歌的电影。所以说你就即使是不去电影院，这其实跟你没有什么关系，这是一个。第二个呢，就是说我有其他渠道，一个是说很多独立的影展会去放映在大学，在一些影迷的组织里面，但它相对来说还不是特别多的受众。但是呢，还有就是说通过 DVD 的发行，因为你知道，就是说一些机构会发行一些 DVD， 然后发行了以后就会有 Pirate DVD， 就会有盗版 DVD， 就会有很多人看到，看了以后会有人把它 upload 上 Internet， 然后观众就可以download 或者 online seat 看它，就完全是免费的，这就很好。
So to me, it's fine with me not to have to deal with the government and with the censorship, just because that if you know there are two folds. First is that if you think about the Chinese film industry, well, the movie industry, and also the cinema, is that most of the owners of these theaters that they will not show art house movie anyway. And mostly they will show American movies, or if these are Chinese films, mostly for directors such as Zhang Yimou, such as Chen Kaige, so they will not actually somehow cater to a film like mine. And so therefore, that's something that I don't have to deal with. The second reason for that is because that I have other channels that I can show my films. This could be through the independent film festival that you can see in a lot of university and colleges, or the film clubs that they have, or this could be the DVD that people actually make that into to distribute that in China. And because of the DVD, then you will have pirate DVDs, and that become another way that I can show my films. Or the most up-to-date one is that you can actually upload the movies onto the internet and people can download for free. So these are all the different ways that I can make my film seen by other
But there's no way
people.
for you or other Chinese independent filmmakers to actually make money through this sort of distribution system.
赚钱不重要吧，就是说拍片是为了挣钱，如果是为了挣钱，就可以去拍那些 studio film 或者去 TV drama 里面去了。
So that's not my purpose, and I do think that for me the most important thing is to make great films. If I really want to earn money or get a lot of money out of this, I would have gone to the studio system or make a TV drama.
去干那些工作又能够挣很多生活费，同时又不会那个被一些机构被一些政府机构干涉，这不是很好吗？
So if I can earn an honest living and without having to deal with the government, that will be just perfectly fine for me.
我的第一部片子《Taking Fun Home》就是很幸运，中国有一个独立的电影发行机构，它发行了 DVD， 那么就是我刚才说的那个路线，就发行了 DVD 以后就有盗版，就上网，然后有免费的观看。那么当时呢，发行 DVD 的机构呢，它的 censorship 是很简单的。可能不知道为什么，可能因为包括我在内，很多人很高兴到处去说 DVD 的很简单，不像那个进电影院的那个censorship。所以突然呢，去年奥林匹克一办以后呢，就 DVD 的就一下子不行了，就是 DVD 的发行的censorship一下子非常严，underground film 就不行，就不能再发行了。但是那个我还是很走运，就是那个机构说，那这样我们自己发行自己的盗版，就是说。不是通过审查的，没有出版的这个许可的情况下去出版。那对于我来说，只是一个版税拿到少了而已。比如说我Taking Fun Home 可能版税是给我4000美元不到。那么The Other Half 今年会出版，它机构可能只给我1000美元。但是我觉得不重要，这不重要，因为重要的是可以去推广它。只要想看的观众有机会能看到它。那第三部片子，也许我更倒霉了。那个时候 就是那个机构完蛋了，撑不下去了，因为他在做一些没有能够回收成本的纯粹公益性的事情，我可能更倒霉了。那没关系，我自己上载，大家免费看就完了。
So, for example, my first film is Taking Father Home, and I was lucky enough that there's an independent film distributor making into a DVD, and then because of DVD, then you have pirate DVDs, and then you have the uploading to the internet and being seen by the audience in the country. Now, to me, I was very. I guess I got too cocky to a point I would keep telling other people that this is how simple this is to have the DVDs, and without going through censorship, as long as you don't go into, this is not shown in the theater, it's very easy. And therefore, somehow, I guess, people from the top heard about this after the Olympic, they somehow cracked down on this particular type of DVD distribution, and therefore make it very, very hard for the DVD censorship. And therefore, we actually came up with a different way to actually pirate my own DVD, so that, for example, for the first movie, my royalty is about $4,000 US. But for the second one, since that we have to pirate our own DVD, therefore the royalty decreased to a point of $1,000 US. And for me, that's just fine. I don't care that much about the money, and as long as that I can get a lot of exposure for my film, that's the most important thing. For the third film, unfortunately, the company went belly up because of the bad financing they've been doing. So for me, I just do it myself. I upload that onto the internet and for someone to download it for free.
Yeah, I'm very curious about what you were saying about the documentary field, and I'm curious in this particular production to what degree you saw this as a social document, not just a fictional movie. And in particular, when you were researching the court cases, were they real court cases? And then also the throughout the film it's interspersed with all of these news reports, especially about chemical explosions in Zigong City and things like that. And I'm curious, were they actual documentations taken from TV produced material?
可能我的性格不适合做一个真正的纪录片，因为我也很羡慕或者佩服那些做纪录片的人。一个是他很有耐心，能够不停地去拍摄一个生活当中真正的人；第二个是他能够梳理自己的情感和对方的情感，不陷进去，不跟对方发生太多的生活关系。所以我的性格可能是更适合做一个相对虚构的东西。
So I think in terms of my personality, I don't think I'm fit for documentary for two reasons. For one, I don't have the patience for it. For a lot of documentary filmmakers, that they can actually keep on shooting the exact same subjects for day in and day out and continuously, and that's not my strongest suit. The second reason is because I find it very hard for me to dissociate myself or distance myself from the subject I shoot, because I tend to get too emotionally involved. And therefore, I don't think that I can be a very, very objective documentary filmmaker, and that's why I try to stay away from that and do something more relatively in terms of fictional stories.
这个片子里面的案例呢，就是都是来自于实际生活当中的，是通过我们去翻看卷宗和当事人以及律师的会谈得来的，这是完全是真实的。但是那些看上去是记录的 interview 的段落，那些段落是真的都是演员演的。
So in terms of cases that you see in this film, these are actually real cases, real interviews that we conducted in the past. Of course, it's being acted out by the actors and actresses that from my families and friends.
我是这样一个人，就是如果我的镜头前 interview 的对象是一个真的人的话，是一个对象，就是一个当事人的话，比如说那个带着衣服不愿意还给丈夫前夫的那个女人，我可能会放下摄像机，我给她出主意想办法。我是这样的一种，就是我不会很好的去控制我和对方的关系，这是缺陷嘛。
So, for example, the lady that you saw with all the suitcases with the boyfriend's belongings, to me, if this were to be the actual person with this particular case in front of me, in front of my camera, actually I would drop my camera and actually get involved and see what can I do for you, how can I help you to solve this particular problem. So to me, I do think that probably you can say that's my weakness, and therefore I cannot do an objective documentary filmmaker.